Good morning, students. And today I am going to do shares and dividends, which is the final session of the class. And already I have discussed so many problems and different models we have done from different textbook. I think there are only two problems left over, and I will be finishing off those two. I did cover from R.S. Agarwal textbook and Serena Publishers, and some other textbook also I have covered. You can go through my shares and dividend from starting. 28 classes are there, so please go through it. Next, here is the question. Rupees 8,000 and 10,000 were invested in rupees 100 rupees shares, giving dividend 12%, 8%. The dividends are collected and all the shares are sold at 2%, 3% respectively on the investment. The dividends are collected and all the shares are sold at 2%, 3% respectively on the investment. So first let me write the given conditions. See here, shares and dividend final session, and this is also revision, which is also nothing but top problems. So rupees 8,000, 10,000 were invested in two firms, invested in rupees 100 shares, giving dividend 12%, 8% respectively. Rupees 8,000 and another one is rupees 10,000. So these are the two investments were invested in rupees 100 rupees shares. Face value is 100. Now here face value here also is 100. Next, dividends are rupees 8,000 and 10,000 were invested in 100 rupees shares, giving dividend 12%, 8% respectively. Dividend is 12%. Here D2, write down D1, and D2 is dividend 2 is 8%, right? The dividends are collected and all the shares, dividend means total, this D1 and D2 are collected, and all the shares are sold at a loss 2%, 3% respectively on the investment. Dividends and all the shares are sold at a loss 2%, 3% respectively on the investment. Underline the word on the investment. Here what is the investment? 2% and 10,000. Dividends and dividends means income and selling price. Sold means selling price. You can write income and sold means selling price. The dividends are collected and all the selling price 2% and 3% respectively on the investment. The dividends are collected, income collected, and sold means selling price. The dividends are collected and all the shares are sold, selling price. Shares are sold at loss 2% and 3%, right? On the investment, look at the word selling, income and selling price. Sold, income, the dividends are collected means income collected and all the shares are sold, that means selling price. Sold at a loss of 2%, 3% respectively on the investment. On the investment, this underline the word on the investment because this is the main word in this problem. On the investment, find the dividends collected and the total share percent gain percent on the whole transaction. On the investment, this income is collected on the investment, sold 2% and 3% on the investment. This is very important. On the investment, find the dividends collected, that means income collected is first bit, income collected. Second one is total sale proceeds, sale proceeds. Third one is gain percent on the whole transaction, gain percent on whole transaction. So how to do this one? So here income, dividend collected on the investment. So investment is 8,000, dividend is 12%. Therefore income is nothing but, you write down here, therefore income is equal to 12 by 100 into 8,000. Income, this is, so 0 cancel, 12 8 is 960. Why we have to do like this means 12% here he gave, that's why I told to underline on the investment. Income is 12% on the investment, so like this, since on investments. Next, that is D1. Next D2. D2 is given no 8% of investment. Investment is nothing but 10,000. So 800. Right? Therefore, total income 960 plus 800. 960 plus 800. Please make a note of it. 1760. Total dividend is 1750. That first bit is finished. Next, sale proceeds. Sale proceeds means he sold, no? Sale proceeds is nothing but selling price. Selling price is nothing but sold. Sold is given, no? 2%, 3% on the investment. This is gain on the investment. You can write here gain on investment. You can keep your heading gain on investment. Next, loss on investment. What is the loss given? 2% on the investment. Loss is equal to 2%. Here you can write another subheading. First one is gain on investment, second one is loss on investment. That is nothing but 2 by 100 into loss percentage given as 2 and 3%, no? 2% on the investment. 160. Next. And next 3%. 3 by 100 into 3% loss given, no? 3%, simple question. 3% of 10,000. So it is 300. 300 plus 100 is 460. So total loss is this much. Therefore, total loss is 460. 300 plus 100 is 300 plus 160 is 460. So total loss is 460. So total gain is how much? 1760. Right? Now here you can see from this. What is the overall gain? 1760 is a gain and loss is 460. That means there is overall gain, no? Therefore, overall gain. What is the overall gain? What is the overall gain? Overall gain is total 1760. Overall gain is equal to 1760 minus 460. 7 minus 4 is 1300. Rupees 1300. Right? So next I am doing this one, third section. Overall gain is 30 rupees 1300. Now gain percentage is asking. Gain percentage is what? Total investment. Total investment is what? 10,000 plus 8,000. Gain percentage is nothing but gain by total investment into 100. What is gain here? Overall gain 1300 by total investment. Total investment is total investment into 100. Therefore, total investment, what is the total investment? 8,000 plus 10,000 is 18,000. So you can write here. Since this is the final class, I am doing little bit fast. So there is nothing. This is actually same like 8th class problem, share total selling price, cost price, similar to that kind of problem. So 18 gain is 1300 by 1800 into 100. 2 zeros cancel. 1300 by 18. So you cancel this. So already I did. The answer is 7.22. If you simplify this one, the answer is 7.22%. Since you are in 10th class, I am not going to do division multiplication. So please try to do calculations for yourself because it will take a lot of time for me to do here. Everything is not possible. I am explaining the procedure here. So gain on the total transaction, which I have already done here. So that's why I am saying like this. So 7.22 is the whole. What is that question? Gain percent on the whole transaction. There is one more bit. Sale proceeds. Sale proceeds is nothing but, this is very important question. Sale proceeds. Sale proceeds means total investment minus what are the expenditure. What are the expenditure means what are the losses. Therefore, sale proceeds is equal to total investment minus loss. Total investment is 18,000 minus loss is he has incurred loss, no? What is the total loss? 460. So simplify this. The answer is 17,540. So subtract this, you will get the answer. Total sale proceeds is total investment minus what are the losses he has incurred. From that he will get this much, 17,540. So there ends this problem. Here nothing is there in this problem. What is given is he has put 8,000 to 10,000 invested in 100 rupees shares, collected dividends he collected from both, given as 12% and 8% respectively. The dividends are collected, that means D1, D2, total income is collected, that is 1,760, and sold at a loss of 2%, 3% respectively. So total income is this one, total loss on the investment. So this is I calculated separately on the investment, underline that word on the investment, which is clearly mentioned. So that's why I calculated based on 2%, 3% on the investment. I got the answers as 460. So from this total income is 1,760, total loss is 460. So what is the overall gain? Overall gain is 1,300. So gain percent is asking how much you are putting 18,000 in the form. So out of this you got income as how much? 1,300. You simplify, the answer is 7.22. Next, sale proceeds. This is very, very important. Sale proceeds means total investment minus expenditure. What are the losses he has incurred, like that. So the loss incurred here in this is 460. So that is nothing but 18,000 minus 7,540. So that's it. And there is another problem in RS Agarwal textbook, which is problem number 9. So that problem I will do later on because it will take a lot of time. And so with this, shares and dividends is finished, and all the models already I told which I have covered. So let me recap what we have done. So I am revising what all the concepts we have discussed. First one, basics. Dividend is equal to dividend percentage. Dividend percentage if they give is equal to X. So that means dividend is equal to X by 100 into face value. So remember this, dividend per share. So dividend is equal to X by 100 into face value. This is per share. So for annual, they will give number of shares. They will mention in the question number of shares. So you can write dividend is equal to X by 100 into face value into number of shares. Number of shares, something they will give like 30, 40 like that. So this is nothing but X into Y into face value by 100. Next one, total investment. Total investment already you know. Total investment is equal to number of shares into market value. This is the basic formula, number of shares into market value. I am revising once again. So next, rate percentage. This rate percentage is divided into two parts. One is dividend by face value into 100 or dividend by market value into 100. These are the two main formulae. So based on the question you have to write the formula, which one you have to use. If they are asking dividend by the company, remember, if they are asking dividend by the company, you have to use dividend by face value. If they are asking dividend on his investment, you have to write this formula, dividend by market value into 100. Of course, there are several methods you can do. There are several methods in shares and dividends. Whichever method you like, you can do it. But I think this is the simplest form. Rate percent dividend by 100 into, when they ask dividend percentage by the company, means use this one, dividend by face value into 100. When they ask dividend on his investment, you should use this one, dividend by market value into 100 percentages. These are called rate percentages. Now again, basic things. If rupees 40 shares of a company, again this is another, you don't get confused with this word. Rupees 40 shares of a company. Rupees 40 shares of a company means face value is rupees 40. Rupees 40 shares of a company means face value is rupees 40. Number of shares, they will mention clearly number of shares. Number of shares means something like that, 30 shares, 50 shares, 70 shares, 80 shares, like that. So 40 shares, rupees 40 shares of a company, rupees 30 shares of a company, rupees 20 shares of a company, rupees 100 shares of a company is nothing but face value. Don't forget this one, face value. Next. So these are all the basics which I have covered, and we did so many problems. And sale proceeds. What is sale proceeds? Again, this word is very important. Sale proceeds or invest the proceeds. These are the two words, very important words. Sale proceeds or invest the proceeds is nothing but investment. Again, investment is nothing but number of shares divided by market value. Remember this one, sale proceeds or invest the proceeds. Sale proceeds is nothing but, actually it is selling price, but you write down investment. Investment is equal to number of shares by, again investment is number of shares by market value. This is another which is very important type, sale proceeds. Actually, what is the meaning of sale proceeds? You can search in Google, they will give different meaning, but the final concept is total, whatever the money he gets minus the other expenditure. That means total, whatever the money he gets, suppose I am getting 10,000 as the sale proceeds, means 10,000 rupees minus other expenditure. Other expenditure may be 5,000. So this is the sale proceeds. 10,000 minus 5,000, that's nothing but 9,500. So sale proceeds means his income minus other expenditure. His income is 10,000 minus other expenditure is 5,000. Like this. Just I am taking an example. So that is also called invest the proceed. That means investment, number of shares by market value. This is another one. So if you have any doubts in shares and dividends, you can always comment your and there is one suggestion box also. And if you feel that I need to take more classes, so I am ready to take it. Just I am here to teach you and help you in a simple way. So please share these videos to your friends so that they will also get knowledge from this. And don't forget to click on the blue color icon button and subscribe my channel. Thank you students. Have a nice day. Bye. We'll meet you in the next class. Bye. So bye students.